eye in the pocket, sorry. Let me film this room before it gets occupied. This is the room that goes out to the back garden. My brother and his wife occupied this room as well. I can't remember who that is. Oh, that picture's so beautiful of my grandma. This is Mr. Yu. We call him Mr. Yu. Because of the way he walks, my granny used to call him Mr. Uppity. I gotta find his real name. Him and his wife are building their house. But yeah, it's all these teddy bears. Now this unit reminds me of Westcott Road. Because remember, the aim is to make sure you're seen before your name's called. You can't be out of sight too long in the Caribbean household. So you're seeing bits of it, but it's not light up. I love this house. I love the uniqueness of what Ralph Haase, my grand's husband, and her built together, what they visualised. And I want to show you the pictures as well. It's like a little palace, a little museum. And it's so strange. That is this is the kitchen. But that room was they do the task. That room is where the freezer is. And little bits of food in there. Okay. Can you hear Premier hearted? Some people are going to appreciate Premier in this house. I hope they can cope with it, please. In the name of Jesus, with them vibes and things. I really want to say a spirit. One of them's a minister. My uncle's wife. I think my mum's a bit concerned about her. Let's give her uncle. Yes, Mum? This is still cooking. Yeah, don't come with confusion. Just knows how to stop a heartbeat, man. Anyway, in my other that filming in between shorts, lives, and stuff, and I need to even label them. Hi, Charlander. I'm also aware that I'm talking to people who I don't know, but I don't know if I'm still on it. Said it's week. Yeah, in Jamaica. Let me show you these pots. Oh, you're not seeing it. Flour, biscuits. And I like the one with the spoons. I actually like that. That's a good idea. Well, I wonder who will get that. This is just going to be the house of division soon. Divided. And for real, it's all about space. Because what people take, what can they actually put in their house? And what can they actually sell if they want to sell it at a good price? But anyway, I ain't going to be going into that bit. The main bit is we need to mourn our grandma and still celebrate her and love who she was and love who she wasn't. Yeah, because I was saying that sometimes memories and expectations can actually lead to trauma. You understand? This house is going to trigger things for people. It's going to trigger conversations. It's going to trigger expectations. It's going to trigger what people had and what people didn't have with my grandma. One thing I'm surprised though is I used to come into this room, the kitchen, and I used to just get bitten so much by mosquitoes, and I don't feel them now. It's almost, I think it's because the mosquitoes were probably coming for the bin. And yesterday when I came into the bin for the first time, since I've been in this house, I opened up the bin and there was no flies at all flying around it. So I'm wondering why that is, and I'm sure that they're gonna fly around it at some point when everybody comes, because probably the reason why they're not flying around it at the moment, why am I talking about flies? Because I have to. And why did I pause? Because of that dream that I had was just strange. Oh, God, there's so much on my mind. All I'm doing is trying to make sure I survive and stay sane. Sanity is so important. And this is a place where I'm speaking now, but I'm going to film it as much as possible before it gets occupied with other family members. And I'm going to let them know that I do record and I do talk to myself, that I talk to myself through reflection, so that they're aware that I do it, so that when I'm doing it, they can be mindful of what they say around. And I don't want them to be cagey, I want them to be themselves, but they might not even want to be on film, which is fine. But this is what I do for my memories, and I love taking pictures as well. But I also take pictures as well. Yeah, it's bittersweet because you know there's always going to be transitions where people have to move on in life spiritually. But do people move on spiritually? The living, we all eventually do die. But what do we leave behind? Do we leave behind joy? Or what do we leave behind is the main thing. And as I say that, I do need to be writing my part of what I want to say for my gran in the church, which I've written a bit, but I also wanted to add some more. And I also need to support my mum to write the eulogy, but then I'm sure her brothers are going to want to be involved in that. And she needs to be open for them to be involved in that, actually. She's saying, yeah, I can help her, but like I said, I'm concerned about her relatedness with them. So this is where I also really need to be a stand and look at what can be deleted. Because there's things that have been said, things that haven't been said, things that I know, things that I don't know. But what I do know is we're all human and we need to get through. And we might not be transparent, we might be overcautious of sharing because we're concerned about offending and upsetting. But and I'm sure I'm going to hear and see people in different lights, people I haven't seen for a while. And I'm not a child anymore. I'm actually 40, in my late 40s. So where I've been around, where my uncles would, and one of my uncles always would remind me that they're the ones that change my nappies. If you don't mention that when I see him, because at the end of the day, yes, you change my nappies, but means the big people now. You can't see me as nappy pitney. So yeah. Oh God. I breathe. I would have come on here earlier, because I would have come on here earlier because I was in the room sharing it with one of my cousins and with my mum. And it's something about the night turning into day here that I really want to record and capture. It just, yeah. All right. So for one now, we've got a dog. My grandma's got a dog that she had from a puppy. She had a few, and one of them, a black dog called Cindy. still alive and well. My mum's been helping Cindy, and we need to see where Cindy can go. What are these little things running around on the table? I hope they don't track on. They're running too fast to be. I've always might need to be fumigated because I've always seen them since I've been here. I saw them in January. Anyway, point I wanted to make, in the dream, Cindy was in the dream, and Cindy was with my mom, and she saw me across the road, just making tea, and I started to walk up to Cindy. So in the dream, I thought, yeah, Cindy's got to come to me, but Cindy's never come to me. She's never come to me. Over the last 15, 20 years, I don't know, I'm telling a lie because the dog can't live so long in it. Over the last 10 years to 15 years, that dog's never come to me. The dog's old. And in the dream, the dog, she would got up and I thought she was going to come to me. And she didn't. She started to run away. But she was running away so much out of madness. She just started to run into the road and I was like, Mom, you got to stop laughing. Because she's literally going to run herself and might get licked over. That's what I was thinking. And then it changed. The dream changed. The shift of it changed into like a 3D. You know when you're watching a game or you're watching the road map and you see yourself in the blue and you're moving along. I saw Cindy turn into like a icon of a dog in a computer game and was moving in between the roads. And I could see the map and the roads, and then I could see water, and then she just jumped into the water. That's not funny, but the dream was like, wow, what is that about us though? So this is my mum's bush tea. This is nice. I feel like I might have put it to heat up too much and it might that's but I want to put more water in it and I see some plants there. I don't even know what plant. But yeah, for those who are watching this for the first time, I'm from South London, England, and my parents are from Jamaica, and my last grandma died on the 14th of June, and now I'm here for the funeral. That's due to happen July the 29th. And my mum has been doing so much. I put my mum on a plane on the 13th of June, and then by the 14th, my granny died. And it wasn't nice. I saw my granny now. I saw my granny before she passed. She was very upset because her friend Monica passed. So her friend Monica passed the day before, a really good friend. And her friend Monica will have her funeral the day after my grandma. And this was one of my favourite grandmas, my last gran. I called her Mummy. Spent a lot of time with her when I was younger and was close with her. And I'm her first grandchild, and I honestly was functioning depression at one point. And I know my condolences to her sons. My mum's her only daughter. And I can see the dynamics will play out. So I have to choose, what do I say out loud, what do I say in private, what do I observe, what do I not read too deep into, and just maneuver and navigate and get through. Because it's going to go through stages and stages and dynamics, because we didn't speak to each other. My mum's brothers and siblings didn't speak with each other very much, and my gran didn't speak with them at once, which was possible, but she didn't share about that possibility, not with me. That no, for the thought. But now in life you can make new possibilities, because it would have been ideal if she could have just said, this is what I want, but I know she wasn't ready, and obviously she probably didn't want to jinx herself either. Jinx means she didn't want to speak it into existence, like, yes, when we're dead, da, 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 da. But she always would say it to me, yes, it's going to happen, hurry up and do this, hurry up and do that, but anyway, what did I really come on there to say? I wanted to show you the house that my grandma built, and I'm probably going to reflect on what she didn't build. The house was her pride and joy that her and her husband built. And right now I'm in the kitchen, lovely big kitchen, and I came here last night. I'm going to take my suitcase upstairs. I'm going to get paid, and I'm going to start on the pictures that I'm going to make. Who's that? Past around past around 10-15 years ago. This is the sitting room. My gran used to sit right there. This chair wouldn't have been good for her. I really needed to invest in a better chair. Look at that picture of that black girl. No, that's a dime and a dozen. I remember that picture. I so remember it. And what I was saying is some of the pictures, because my gran's had a few houses in England, and all these like ornaments and stuff. Basically, this is like the lounge to chill up downstairs. There's also a lounge upstairs. And all these pictures, some of these pictures are going to jog memories. Look at these phones. It's like, Grandma, why did you keep all these phones? Memories. She really didn't want to give up the memories, did she? She had all her phones in the... Listen, let me put on the light. She had all her phones in one place. These phones are going to jiggle memories for people, because they're going to be like, I was here, I was there, I was doing this, I was doing that. I remember this clock. I remember this clock from Westcott, Tamworth Lane. Look at that nice vase. And these lovely couches, lovely settees in the set. I love this house that my grandma built. I wanted to film it when I was here last time, but I didn't have the energy really. Look at this picture, wow. Girl looks like coffee. I like that look though. Definitely will take a picture of it. But then the phones. What are these? What is that? What is this? I'm just curious. Let's see, is that a picture of my grandma? I don't think it is. I don't know who it is. It's a lovely picture though. Someone will recognise her. But it's the phones. Is my mum coming? Look at the phones. Why would you keep so many phones? That's my cousin, Denzel. And this is another side. of the other side of the dining area, and that's the room that I was in earlier today for part one of the day. But yeah, you ready? Your tea's on the side. Oh, you never put the iron back. I was looking at all the telephones that she kept. The telephones. Didn't put away forgot to put away the iron. Now, if my grandma was here, as soon as I finished ironing, she would have come and inspected the room to see if the room was the way it's supposed to be. So all that voice is in my head, that reset voice. I'm gonna have to put the live onto private or unlisted so that it doesn't warrant certain people to plot while I'm here. Don't come plot in a bed here. It's alright. Yeah, I didn't hear it. Because other people will be dead there. But not while I'm dead there. Have to be released. I'm aware that. So this iron stays up, the iron board stays up from what I remember. Why would you put it down? I love it. Again. Oh, guys, I don't even know if I'll be able to do the whole house before people come.